children in my book. And the child psychologist side, that's Michelle, that's her background. And we took those two worlds and we fused it into what we have created. And our goals with what we do with the training is to develop discipline through effort and focus. So making well-rounded, compassionate, hardworking, happy, healthy, and fulfilled kids. Basically compassionate and courageous kids. So to develop their courage, obviously martial arts is very good at doing that, as well as compassion, and making them the best version of themselves from a young age, and hopefully help change the trajectory of their life. So for us, that's the goal, and that's why we have life skills as well. I know, like, for example, you're on the mats, you hear it. Aaron's been part of, it was one of our counselors for our summer camp, by the way, Aaron over here. And it's also going to be involved on the admin side, trains here as well, but also going to be involved in the admin side.
Yeah, actually, let's have Aaron come on up. He's our new.
Oh yeah, so they can see you over here as well.
Yes, he is our new kids assistant program director. So he'll be working hand in hand with me to continue to develop the kids program.
As we continue to grow, thank you, Aaron. Yes. Aaron is doing his master's in sports management, said through the same program as I did mine many years ago. And what cohort are you? 48. I was cohort 3. Makes you feel old. I was the first international student that. So that's our goal to develop. So our goal isn't necessarily, Professor Sinistra, come join us, please. Our goal isn't necessarily to develop the next Conor McGregor, the next UFC world champion, the next Canelo or Crawford, whoever you rooted for. If that's what people want to do, absolutely. But our goal is to make the best version of them in life, not just in sports. So that's something that's very, very important to us.
We want to teach your kids that effort they will get to wherever goal they choose is important to them. They will achieve it as long as they put in the effort. So this is just one avenue to teach them those skills.
And with the monthly life skills that Brittany gets to hear, I don't know if you always hear them or from the sides, but it's with a purpose. This month, for example, is active listening, right? It's something that is needed in order to learn any skill. It's being able to be a good listener, but also to build connections with other humans. We have to be able to listen, right? Last month was anti-bullying and being an upstander in life. A lot of times we refer to bullies in schools, right? But we have opportunities as adults to be upstanders as well. A great example for you, I've seen the horrendous video of the Ukrainian girl that got stabbed, right? Several adults that were around, no one tried to interfere. And that for us, not necessarily getting your kids involved in knife fighting, that's not what we're trying to do, but being upstanders in life, to have the courage to stand up for what's right. So that's something that's very important to us.
And when it comes to the life skills, I've been sending out emails at the beginning of the month where I go into the into depth of what the life skill is, how you can integrate it into your home life, questions you can ask. And I do spend a decent amount of time on that. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, do you find that valuable? Is that something you want more of? Or is it something that you're not really reading, you don't really care about? I mean, be honest, like here's the... Okay.
I don't think I get the...
Okay. Is that something that is interesting to you guys? And I'm looking, okay, I got one yes. Okay. All right. So I will start to, when I send those emails out for the first few months going forward, yes, I like it because we can encourage positive behavior at home. Okay, perfect. I'll put like a reminder that I sent an email with the life skill and how to integrate it at home in the parents group. So when I send it out, when I send that, because it might go to your spam too, because I do like a mass blast from Zen Planner. So if when I do that, I'll send out a message through the parents group saying I sent it out to check it. In those, we do want you guys to try to implement some of the life skills at home because it kind of like completes the circle, right? Where what we do here will connect to their home life as well.
A lot of the things that we do, right, when it comes to listening and so on. If you notice, if you guys are not sure what the rule is, the rug that's in front of the mat, we step barefoot on that, and then we teach the kids to put the shoes in the cubby, right? Might not have cubbies at home, but just get in the habit of putting your shoes. Speaking from personal experience, it's a good thing to have with the kids so they don't just kick the shoes off when they come through the door. If that has ever been an issue. Again, the goal is to get them to we're very proud of what we do. I can't think of another place where people from truly every race, religion, background, political affiliation, to even cops and former ex-cons get to train together. And that's what we're about. That's what's important to us. And again, to build that next generation of courageous and compassionate leaders. And with that said, the type of training that we are incorporating is, again, we want to build discipline, we want to build focus, and we want to build the ability to put in effort in everything that they do with us. And obviously, for a kids program, it's important to balance it with fun and finding that balance between the two. And we're constantly balancing that walk. With that said, one of the things that we've done a decent amount of research when it comes to training is CLA-led training, constraint-led application with fun aspects of it. So gamifying constraint-led application. So for example, let's see, for the tinies, for example, for the younger kids, a lot of times they're in a horse position, so they were in the turtle position, the person on top is on the back. Their job is to try to put the hooks in, the other person's job is to try to get them off. Why? Because we can talk technique till the ears fall off. But if you're 6 years old, your ability to focus and take in information just isn't that great. So we are finding that, again, developing it when it comes to the discipline, to sit a certain way, to be a good active listener, but at the same time, making sure that the training incorporates fun. With that said, I think all parents at some point will experience a point where the child says, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And for the most part, it's not that they don't want to train. It's just that they don't want to stop doing what they're doing in that very moment, right? We had someone here yesterday, and our own children have been through it as well, where we would tell them, we have decided we're going to do this. We have decided together, and we're going to do it today, right? So that we learn. If it's up to kids, a lot of times they would eat McDonald's and play PlayStation, not brush their teeth every single day. Yeah, we make them brush their teeth because we know that in the future it's going to be good for their teeth. And eat McDonald's every day isn't a good thing. So with that said, it's important for us as well that you support them and go, no, we said we're going to go today. And I promise you, there might be some resistance, some fights, some tears even at times. But it will calm down and they will continue to enjoy doing it. And you're teaching them the only way to get good at anything is through repetition and consistency.
Remind them that everybody can do hard things. They can do hard things. And most of the time it's that, I don't know if Marcus mentioned this already, it's that they just don't, it's the transition that's difficult, stopping what they're doing in that moment to then do something else. That's the difficult part. It's not the class in and of itself. Because the class, once they're here, they have fun. And
as a side note, of course, we want you to continue to train here. We want your children to continue to train here. But I would tell you, even if you don't continue training here, even if they do, find something. At least have your children do some type of physical activity. It's so important, not just for your physical health, but for your mental health and development as well, especially as a child.
And we believe in leading from the front and doing as walking the walk as well as talking the talk. So to help parents and encourage you guys to train, we are starting a new class at 5 p.m. on Monday and Wednesday. while the kiddos are in class, starting September 29th with Coach Ed, strength and conditioning back here.
It's a 45-minute class specifically so that you can take it while the kids are in class.
Because if you're here and you're hanging out and you're sitting here, let's get you to train too, because it will show your kids, hey, I'm here with you. We're doing this together. We're learning new skills together. I can do hard things too. So can you. It really just reinforces that modeling for them.
And I can tell it becomes really fun. I know Albie does it as well, and obviously Sinish, Coach Sinistro and Benji trains as well, right? It becomes really fun when you can train together. Brittany knows as well. Russell does it too. So
Christine too.
and Christine too, yes. Not the martial arts yet, but soon. Gonna get you into the martial art too. But again, being able to work out, moving our bodies together, falling in love with moving is very, very special. So it's specifically for you guys, obviously open to everyone. Start date Monday 9/29. There's been some requests for in the past. We're finally able to do it. And
Marcus, you have to be mindful of this because you keep going out of frame.
oh, sorry. Sorry. So it starts Monday on the 29th of September. It's Monday, Wednesdays, 5 o'clock, and we're gonna do a 3-month trial period. If it works out, if it's doing well, we're gonna keep it. But
Yes,
obviously,
because some of you guys have requested it in the past. We're making it happen
yes. So we know who you are. We have a list.
now. We checked it twice.
So on that note, when it comes to teaching, I'm gonna jump real quick just and then let Michelle talk about summer camp. But with that said, when it comes to the mats, our tenets, our values that drive what we do is first and foremost is safety, not just physical safety, of course, in a combative sport, but mental as well. That your children should feel comfortable being here, being who they are, daring to ask questions, and so on. This should be their safe space. With that said, we are very big on not having any sideline coaching. And it's so important to us, not just for your child, but for all the children that are on the mat. But especially if, say, your child is going with another child, the other child would probably feel like, hey, why am I not getting any coaching or support? But a lot of times it also brings up stress levels in your own child, because again, we want them to be able to explore and be creative on their own on the mat. So no sideline coaching. AYSO have some great shirts printed where it says, they play, I coach, you watch. And that's how we want it. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, requests, when it comes to the training, we're always available to you. Just come see us. If it's a longer meeting than 5-10 minutes, because a lot of times it's a little chaotic after class, we can set up a meeting to talk. That's obviously what this is for as well. But it is really, really important that we let the kids learn in a stress-free environment. We bring enough stress, physical stress to the masses. So that's very, very important to us. And
On that note, though, I do want to encourage parents to watch their kids. And as a mom, I get it. Sometimes this is like our only time to like not be with them, not be in parent mode. So the phone is really like easy thing to kind of decompress. I get it. But they are, especially the smaller kids, they are really looking for your attention and approval. And although we're saying, hey, don't coach from the sideline, make eye contact every so often. Give them a nod, give them a smile to show them that, hey, I'm not just physically here, I'm mentally here too. And I support you all the way. It really does make a difference. When they look up and they see you, and you'll see their smile, it's the best.
And also, you know, if afterwards when you're driving home, oh, I like when you did this. I saw you do this today, for example, showing them that you have been part of their training means the world to them.
Yes. So then let's to summer camp. So this past summer for 5 weeks, we had an awesome summer camp. It was really a labor of love. It was 9 to 5, sometimes 8:30 to 5:30, where we had kiddos with us, anywhere from 20 to 25 kids on a weekly basis. And each week we had a theme of the week and we followed the project-based learning method. And those of you that go to Da Vinci, you are familiar with that. I really, really love that methodology, and I wanted to bring that into the summer camp because for me, it was important that the kids had fun, but were also enriched so they can be productive and have enriching experiences while having fun. So we did things like we had a market where the kids got to make their own products. They made bracelets, soap, art pieces, and then we had a market at the end of the week where they got to sell their products. We walked around, they made sales pitches. Some of the kids made like upward of $20. It was really cool. Then we had another week where they wrote a script and they filmed a movie, and then we premiered it on the screen over there. They made a board game. We had a theater week where they learned a song and dance. Every week it was something different, but something where they could really get into, where they had buy-in, where they really got excited about things. And I want to do more of those camps. So we are going to be hosting a fall and winter camp, similar style, obviously shorter. And I'm also looking into doing day camps. So whenever schools have like non-instructional days or professional development days or federal holidays, and parents need some help with childcare, we want to be here for you guys to give that safe, enriching, and fun environment for your kiddos. So be on the lookout for those dates, but also I want to know where your kids go to school. So please come and speak to me, because then I can go and start having conversations with the schools to try to get in there like that.
And on the note of schools, I'm now speaking a lot at schools on anti-bullying, on when high schools, I speak a lot on drug driving and so on. We're contracted with some schools. So we are trying to get in more with the local community as well. I have been to a few schools, Eucalyptus, I was at, HMSA and so on in the past as well, Hawthorne High. Again, we're trying to make the community better. It starts with ourselves. It's the only person we really truly can change. But then bringing it out and through kids program, and the summer camp was 9 years in the making. We did a summer camp. 2016 was the last time we did one. And it's been 9 years, but when we said, let's do this, we said, right, how are we going to do it? How do we make this special? And it was around the arts, all the arts. And again, Aaron knows all about it. He was here every single day of that summer camp. And it's something that we believed in. It's a huge undertaking. That's why it's taken a while to do. But now when we gotten it started, we want to continue doing it.
And
yes.
I do want to pass around, Alex, I see your comment. I'm going to come to you. I do want to pass around just a few of the reviews that we had, just so you guys know what they're looking at.
Alex, do you want to come on and say it, or do you want to text it?
No, I can say it. Can you guys hear me? So my suggestion about feedback, I tend to notice that is given on the spot, and that's good, you know. But my suggestion, and maybe it would be, I guess, on an individual basis, it would be to sort of make it private, because if you make it vocal and in front of everybody, and I'm talking about after the session with the parent, so the student and the parent.
Yeah.
Making it a little bit more private
It's
rather than so public, because it tends to embarrass the student. And so that can lead to possible apprehension to even go to class.
Interesting.
So I'm just kind of, noting that a little bit. I mean, if in class the student's not paying attention, yes, by any means, just, bring it up to his attention to bring his focus. But after the class, if anything, there needs to be significantly, noted with that parent on the one-on-one.
Yes.
Maybe, on the back end rather than so upfront.
Yeah, that's a great point. And noted.
Thank you.
When it's feedback, when it's change, I'd say, when I think positive perhaps could be something that's continued. Obviously, most people like to be recognized when they've done something well, but truly noted. Thank you, Alex. Next thing is competition training, because I know, again, now everyone that's here know about competitions and so on. We have now separated, we have two groups. I think Michelle will have them here, so you can scan the QR code afterwards if you aren't in it. We've now separated them, and which makes sense. So we have a specific parents group just for anything to do with updates for the kids. And then we have one for competition, because the one for the parents became just competition. And overall, and Coach Sinister, I'm gonna let you add to it. For us, it's really important that competition is tough, and we want to make sure that kids are ready when they go in, and that they have a good experience. And it's important that you guys know what to expect. Again, everyone who's here, I think you have been to competitions, or but because we're recording it, I want to make sure we can give this to other parents as well. We teach two things here: kickboxing, Muay Thai, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We do not compete with our kids in kickboxing and kickboxing, Muay Thai, and the reason why is because, and I'm a professional fighter myself, I don't believe in hard blows, trauma to the head at such a young age when the brain has not developed. Simple as that. You can learn great kickboxing. There's going to be plenty of time. We have many fighters that come out of this gym that made it all the way to the top. I am not saying that people shouldn't be allowed to fight, but we don't want them to compete in kickboxing with what we do. It's going to be plenty of time to develop the ability when they get old. However, on the jiu-jitsu side, and jiu-jitsu is great because of that, because they can start competing at a really young age. We're not saying that kids should compete and that they have to compete, but we definitely support if they want to compete. It's a great way for kids to face their discomfort and fears a little bit, and get to experience some emotions that can be hard to replicate in a safe world that we live in, such as nerves and disappointment and fear and so on, right? So if you are interested in competing, come speak to the coaches, and we will walk you through the steps that we want to have. On that note, for those that are competing, as of now, up into the dream competition, I'm doing after training on Fridays at 5:45 extra competition training for 30 minutes so that the kids can drill a little bit more. Anything else you want to add to that, Sinistra?
No, the thing that I explained for adults about competition is if we do a kick test, like they feel that.
Can you
Come up here,
compare?
just because I'm like, should I turn it around? Come here, yes.
What I explained for adults about competition is nobody has obligation to compete, but compete makes you get better, because you're gonna go to the competition, gonna see things that you're never gonna be able to see happen here in the gym, because there you're gonna meet somebody different. So in the gym, pretty soon become like a relationship. The way your wife step inside home, she's good to talk or she's not good to talk. So your husband, the way he walk around the home, already. So in jiu-jitsu start become the same thing pretty soon. Say, Marcus grabbed my gi like that. I know Marcus is gonna do now. So he's don't have nothing new. And the tournament, when we get there, so the kids do something. You saw the takedown that he did on you. We never train the takedown at the gym. So we're gonna train at gym. So this is a way we develop new skills. So we're gonna see a lot of things here, but let's just say the guy gonna see that situation in 5 years forward. So he anticipated for tomorrow. So he saw something that he gonna wait 5 years to see. So tournament is very good for make the kids develop, even the adults. And I say, nobody has obligation to compete, but you need to compete at least in one time in each belt that you are, until you become black belt. Because today, tomorrow, like me, become a coach fall on my lap. It's not something that I was searching for. I'm going to be a coach. And one day my coach have a date with his wife, and he doesn't have nobody to teach. And he say, hey, can you teach the class for me? I say, oh, no, I just want to get there, smash people. I don't want to teach nobody. And I teach the class. The next day, everybody went to my coach, say, dude, you need to see his class. And after that, I started become more often, and then he started putting me to teach. And because this, I say, You guys need to compete in each belt exactly for in the future, if something happen, if you have a student, he gonna compete, you're gonna look for a student, like, you're gonna get nervous, you're gonna get this and that, but you don't have the feeling. How you gonna explain for a student the feeling to compete? There's a good thing about compete, that in my head, okay?
So yes, we want to, again, support it, anyone that wants to, if you're interested, come train, come, we always recommend people, go watch a competition first. Not just for your kids' sake, but for your sake to see what they're, especially these dream competition with 1,200 participants, it's loud, like people are screaming. You see a lot of kids when they walk out, they're like a deer in headlights, right? Like, what is happening? So yeah, we want to make sure that transition is as good as and smooth as possible. All right. So lastly, we have our next belt promotion on 9/26. That's both for kickboxing and jiu-jitsu is replacing the class that Friday, next Friday, the 26th. And
Register your kids for the belt promotion. You are not charged anything unless your kiddo is promoted. It's in the description of the event. I want you guys to have an understanding of what it takes for the belt promotion. In general, we look at the attendance, but that's only one piece of the puzzle. We look at the holistic overall growth of the child. Has the child progressed from where they were 3 months ago, 4 months ago, however long the last promotion was, right? We're not looking to compare the children to one another because everybody's doing their own thing and everybody has a different starting point. So we're looking at the overall holistic growth of the child.
Continuing on that, it's first and foremost is consistency. You can't get good at anything in life without consistency. So it starts with that. That's why we have the cards, and it's a way for them to be able to track their own progress. If you have had your kid pick up the card a lot of times, look now, oh, I got 3 left, I got 2 left, and usually a card per stripe. That's approximately, it's 21, I think, right, on the card, 21 the classes. That's approximately how long we want in between each one. Number 2 is effort and focus during class, right? Mindset. And like Michelle said, if an adult, a lot of times we think it's a straight line growth. Anyone that trained or learned any type of skill set knows it looks more like this, right? A child that still hasn't developed fully cognitively, coordination-wise, and so on, they will all look different. So like Michelle said, it's based only on their own individual performance. As long as they show up, and here's the thing with belts, we are giving merit to hard work. Because with hard work, everything else in life will come later on. You're not, again, we're not building world champions at 5 years of age, but we can build strong, disciplined and hardworking people for the future. And that's our goal. So those are the things that we're looking for in the belt promotion. And Michelle said, it costs nothing to sign up for it. We want you to be there. Coach Nisha's doing the same thing for the adults. Show up, whether you know that you're going to get anything, a stripe, a new belt, a new shirt. In kickboxing, a shirt is a color of our belt, right? Stripes and so on. Stripes.
We want everybody to come and participate, even if they're not getting promoted that day. Their time will come. Their time will come. I promise you, as long as they keep training, it's going to happen. There's no doubt in my mind. It's just, but we do really encourage that camaraderie and that fellowship of like, hey, even though today might not be my day, I'm here to support my friends and my teammates.
Coach Nisha spoke about that to the adults yesterday, actually, of saying that, right? And it's the old saying, iron sharpens iron. You are all part of your teammates' success, right? And I can promise you, if they don't get promoted, it's one of the best motivators to make sure they will work, because they want to make sure they get something next time they show up. So please bring them. Again, it's a team effort. That's really what we are about, whether it's kickboxing or jiu-jitsu. We've said this for a long time here at Systems. Even though you step onto the mat, into the ring, into the cage on your own, up until that last step that you take into that combat arena was with your team. Everyone plays a part of it. And it's very common for especially newer people to think, oh, I don't partake in the growth of someone. And that's not true. You can be of any level and be of help to a teammate because they can practice something. If they're way better than you, they get to work on something specific they want to work on, for example. So belt promotions are important. And then 10-25.
We're having our another parents' night out, our Halloween parents' night out. It's the best and most fun event of the year for the kids. They absolutely,
Is that 12 or 11?
I think 11th.
Yeah.
And
Halloween party.
and the
Halloween.
kids love
Yes,
it. It's a 4-hour event. You guys drop off the kids, leave, go do whatever you want. We take care of your kiddos. It's a big party. It's like the summer camp, just on a smaller scale, right? So they're still gonna be getting enrichment activities. It's not like just pandemonium. It's still organized, but they do get they also get to connect with one another in a way that it's really difficult to replicate in a classroom setting because they're focused, right? Here, they're really getting to connect to one another as kids.
Lastly, just so you know, when you bring your kids, we have a little bit on, I've been on the fence with it. We've thought of telling the kids they're not allowed to step on the mat at all before classes start, like right now. But because we don't want any injuries to happen, or as long as there's no coach on them, that's the rule now. There has to be an adult. So if you are there and your kids are, you guys are early, just keep an eye, please. That the two things they're not allowed to do is any type of martial arts training. So no grappling, no striking whatsoever without instruction there. If they want to pick up a ball and play with the ball, no shooting upwards, as then because lamps have fallen down when people have shot it up. So, and there's TVs and so on as well. So that's the rule, because again, it would be easy to say don't step on the mat without an instructor there. But like Michelle said, that's one of the best opportunities for them to interact and develop socially as well. On that note, electronics. We've been on the fence, considered banning electronics completely within these walls for kids, because we want them to socially interact. And we've seen them at times where all it takes is one kid that has an electronic and all the other kids will be around watching. So even if one of them don't have any electronics, the problem is when parents take classes, and I get it, we get it. It's a way for the kids sometimes even to do homework, right? So Nistro's here for 2 hours, and when Benji's done training, I get it, right? Like he does his homework, and then electronics can be a great carrot motivator and a way for them to stay calm, because at the same time we can't have kids running, especially back here, and this is really important. Here we can't have kids running, just for the safety of the children. Because if we're doing, I just want you to look, that's Albie right there who's about to do bench press.
That was yours.
Oh yeah, that's mine. I was like, just look at all that weight over there. It's too late for you, huh?
He's like, nothing for me.
But like that, if that anything happens, that's 175 pounds. We don't want that to fall on any children. If there's any type of an Olympic lift with a barbell, it's quick. A lot of times weights get dropped, and we just can't have children run through us. Really, really important for safety purposes. And
so for now, we encourage you guys to, encourage your kids to be mindful with the electronics, to be safe with the electronics. That's why I've started to bring out the Lego sets, right?
And I just want to say a good way of compromising is say, if you play for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you get to be on the electronics for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. At least encourage some form, shape of social interaction. We really want that for our kids.
We have some coloring supplies. We have the Lego sets. I'll have some more games as time goes on. So it is really important to us. We're trying, but we also get it, like, realistically sometimes. Yeah, and just be safe. Just encourage your kids to be safe with their devices.
And the only thing I know Michelle feels very strongly about, and I agree, there's a lot on it now, don't let them be on Roblox.
I'm on a mission against Roblox. And
she will tell you why, with the amount of predators that have been on there and grooming and so on. That's for a different conversation. Come see her for any conversations regarding Roblox.
Anyways, Do you guys have any questions, comments, requests for us? We're here for you.
Yes,
It's not a question, it's just, you know, how, like, the kids are competing,
Yes.
yes.
if you guys can do like maybe a poster or like a bulletin or something, you know, so the other parents, just like you said, the goal promotion, even though you're not gonna get strike, you know, encourage you to go, it's the same thing for the kids. You know, even though they're not gonna compete, you know, it's nice so the other kids could see them like, oh, okay, you know.
That's a
like, the
good point.
nervousness, you know, like they're happy, their teammates are here. For example, I know Kimberly sometimes, if the drawback with her is that we're early, there in the morning, you know, she's the last one to compete. So once it reaches like 4 o'clock, I know she's like, she gets nervous, but then, you know, once she sees like everybody's still there, her mindset changes.
It is, and it's a great point, and thank you. That's actually something. Can you write that down? Because I think Milo stole my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is something that's been really good with our kids' team that are competing. Everyone's there for the first competitor, which usually is Luna, and then stays to the last competitor based on age and so on, belts and so on, which is usually Kimberly, and everyone stays and trains together. It's a great way for the kids, like Michelle said before as well, to get to socialize outside of the mat, where there's constant structure, right? Sometimes we want our kids not to have structure. So, yes. Big good thing to post in that parent group as well. But yeah, let's see if we can get something up in here. I just don't, yeah,
Okay.
I can't create it. That's all I know.
Get me, if you could,
Parents don't know.
if you
Yeah.
could text me, you, because I think it's Anthony, Kimberly, and Rodrigo and Matthew. Okay, I'll reach out to Matthew's parents as well. Text me, like a nice shot of them in their gi. And if you guys were here for I actually might have Kimberly and Anthony, because you guys took the pictures here. Did Rodrigo take the picture with us?
No.
No, okay, that's okay. That's okay. So send me a nice like shot of him in his gi, and we can create something for sure. Yeah, we can easily implement that. Christine, you had a common question.
I was just gonna say, I never reward my kids is play with Legos or better with nothing.
That's a great saying.
Play with Legos or play with nothing.
Play with Lego.
Yes,
Might have to make a sign for that after.
Alex, you had a question.
Yes, I just want to say a comment. Thank you, Marcus, for implementing that whole tournament preparation. I can speak for personal experience. When Roman had his first tournament, he was pretty lost. He was pretty lost, and you know, that advisor giving us of going to a tournament before the kid even gets involved in the tournament, that's great advice. And you know, taking them there and then just preparing them in the gym before they step into a competition. That's great advice, and thank you for implementing that.
Thank you. Thank you. And it is, even if you prepare in every form or shape, it's still, you know, for anyone, if you ever competed in anything, especially when it comes to combat, it's tough, right?
It takes bravery. All of those kids amaze me. They're really amazing.
And like coming out there and adults are screaming, like it's not easy. It's not easy for adults. And right, Albert shaking your head over here. And then it's we do what we can. We want to prepare them again, making competition fun, making it about personal development. You either lose or you win or you learn, right? Like there's no losing in there. And that's very, very true. Tell the kids a lot of times, you know, are you competing for money? No. Are you competing for the world championship? No. So why are you competing? Personal growth. That's it, right? Just to have fun. So thank you. Yeah. So Fridays 5:45 leading up. You should do that a while before competitions so that they get a little bit of competition training. It is a little tougher, right? It's not for everyone, and that's okay too. But
we
yeah.
want to support the kids that do want to do it. We want to support it, but it also just is no stress either. We don't consider ourselves a competition gym just because we don't want to put that stress and pressure and make it not fun for the kids. We want this to be a growth opportunity and for them to have a good time while they're learning these essential life skills.
At the same time, not saying that we're not willing to compete. We love competing.
Yeah.
We're all competitors, but yes, it's a home for everyone. So not to put stress on someone who doesn't necessarily want to compete, for example. Any other questions about anything?
Do our goals and values make sense and jive with you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, we have a new one. So what we do is we have 6 and then we cycle through them, right? So it's twice a year that we get to see them, responsibility and so on, right? We're adding one more, and that's because again, I read a lot. Michelle reads a lot, comes from again, child psychology. One of the things that we see is being very helpful for kids is being learning to be proactive, right? Taking initiative, right? Because you want to change any scenario or situation, it takes initiative. So that's one of the life skills that we will be implementing as well as we're going. Again, you know, every life skills purpose is to give an addition to the kids. It's easy to just say throw things out, right? Like respect and discipline, but no, we want to actually have ways for both the kids, your children, but like Michelle said as well, opportunities for you guys to have ways to potentially implement. We have them usually for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours a week. The rest of the time they're with you. So obviously it would be easier if we all speak the same language. Continue to be curious, you guys, if you have questions, especially if you don't train yourself, why we do certain things a certain way. You know, come speak to us. We're always open. We're always open for feedback. We want feedback from you guys. This is your gym. This is your home. This is your children's gym. So anything that you feel would be of importance and helpful, please don't hesitate to come to us.
We are always looking to grow ourselves,
Yeah,
and what
Always improve.
your values matter to us, your kids matter to us, you matter to us. So please, like, if we can support you in any way, let us know.
yes, sir.
I want to encourage you parents, like, to train at least one class. You get here, do one jiu-jitsu class, one kickboxing class for one reason. The day you get there, you say, why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? So you're gonna understand, like, oh my God. Have somebody like Adriana training with like another man, Adriana for have more skills. She's gonna for sure show for the guy, like, look, I have more skills. Doesn't matter how strong you are. And it is gonna make you guys understand, oh, why you don't push here? Why you don't grab there? You guys gonna see like, oh, okay, I got it. It's hard to do. It's not easy to do. So I encourage every parent. So we have it for adults, for example, 6 p.m. is a basic class. You guys not gonna fight. You guys not gonna like get hurt. So you just gonna learn basic steps for you understand what you keep cross through like when they are doing class. So I encourage you guys to do kickboxing, jiu-jitsu class at least one time. For you have I'll say no
Appreciation.
It's a place to talk with them. So I haven't been there before. I know what you're doing. So great.
We're also gonna have a parent and me week soon.
We do that a few times a year, just for you to get a chance both to be on the mat, even unless you have trained yourself to experience it. But a few of those, I have myself stepped aside and only been a parent on the mat and not taught the class. And it's special. It's a special bonus, a special time to get to train with your kid, and I highly recommend you to be on the mat. Don't be afraid. Step outside of your comfort zone. No better way to lead them than from the front and be there with them. So again, thank you guys for trusting us with your children, and we take it not lightly, very seriously. It's important to us. I want you guys to know that through being part of Systems Training Center, you're also indirectly part of our foundation, Liam's Life Foundation, and we're working very, very hard with that. And there is no foundation without systems. So thank you guys for being part of that. And again, come see us, come to us with your questions, and let's continue to grow this. Thank you. Anything else?
Thank you, guys. I'm gonna snap a quick picture, so give me a big thumbs up and a smile. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone that were on here.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Have some